Hello everybody, thank you for joining us today. Today's webinar is about our facade systems, especially for systems for concrete walls and brick walls. So today we will not speak about trapezoidal sheet facades or sandwiches. So if you have questions to them, please don't ask us, we will not give you any reply. My name is Vladimir Gelin. I'm technical sales manager here at K2 Systems. If you will have any questions during our webinar, please write them in the Q&A section, not in the chat, because it's easier for us to answer the questions from there. So we will start as usual with our web page because we see the need that some of you asking us about our web page, where to find, for example, our certificates and so on and so on. So I will provide you a short introduction on our web page. So it looks like this, k2-systems.com. Yeah, you can switch here the language if you have a different one. To use English for your European or European market, please select this English International, not Australia, South Africa, United States, because our partners in these countries have some own products which we doesn't offer here in Europe. So where to find our certificates, for example, it's very simple. You go to company, quality, and here some of them are saved, so you can download them. For example, ISO certificate, our warranty terms, and some further certificates. So important to say on this point that we usually have no, I would say, extra certificates for our components, for example, for our rails. So usually it's like one certificate for all our components. So if you are coming, for example, from Spain or France, we have our offices in your countries. So if you have any questions, technical questions, questions regarding purchasing our products, it's better and faster for you to contact our offices in these countries. For example, in France, you can go here to locations. You will find here direct email address and direct phone number to our office in this country. The same, for example, for Italy. So it's easier for you and faster for you. Don't not to ask our German office, but contact directly your partners, our partners in your country. So what you else can find here is our references. So, for example, if you want to show your customer our facade systems, you can go to this reference page, select facade, and here you will find some samples. I believe this one is installed on the concrete wall. Yeah, exactly. This one is installed on concrete wall with our FacadeRail. So you can show what it looks like. It's very close in nice, nice looking system. What else you can find on our webpage here are our systems, for example, facade systems. But I prefer and would recommend you to get all information regarding systems from our product catalog. I will show later how to do it. Also important here, our knowledge and training. Here you will find our webinars, our trainings. We recommend you strongly to do the trainings to get some basic knowledges about our products and our digital services as well. And here also tutorials with videos how to use base and how to install some of our components, some of our products. What also important here is here's a link to my K2. Here you will find links to base, to my training, and also can be useful for you this my price estimator, where you can calculate guide price for a system of us. But as I said, if you're looking for information to a system, it's better to do it through our product catalog. Simple to go there, just click here on product catalog on our webpage. You will be linked to it. So to find the system, just point with your mouse on mounting systems, don't click on it. Just point on it and you will, all systems will be opened. Now you can select it. You see here flat roof, facade systems, pitched roof systems. Now we're talking about facade systems, FacadeRail and PerfoRail. Yeah. What is the difference between them is the fastener and the basic rail. So clicking here or selecting here system, facade systems, FacadeRail, you will get to this page. Here you will see all our components. If you are logged in on the page, you will see the price, and also you will be able to download data sheets. This one, for example, for FacadeRail. Where you see some important characteristics, sizes, and some statical values. On this page with components, you can also filter a bit. For example, for mounting rails. Also important here is the description of the system. You will find here some additional information about it. You can also present to your customers downloads area with some important documents as assembly instructions, for example, system data sheets, and very important now checklists, because at the moment our facade solutions are not in K2Base, so we need to calculate them for you. So if you have a project, it's much easier for us, and you will get much faster response if you will download this checklist, fill it out completely, putting here all the details, adding to it layout, and just send it to us or to our distributor in your country, and they will forward it to us. So, and we will be able to calculate the project for you. As I previously said, the main difference between FacadeRail system and PerfoRail system is the fastener. So with FacadeRail we use these consoles with facade rails, and for PerfoRail we use riser screws with PerfoRail M. So I think at this point we can proceed with products. I will show you the components. So maybe we will start with our model, where you will see already installed system. Here you can see our, maybe from this side it's better. Our facade rail system. These are our consoles. I will show them in detail now. This is our facade rail, cross connectors, and insertion rail. Some most important components. And so we don't use any clamps in these systems. We use this insertion rail. In this insertion rail, you just insert your model. And you don't have to clamp it. Maybe let me show you the single products, single components. So the consoles, we have them in different strengths and in different lengths. Here I have only one length, but you should imagine that we have them from 80 millimeters until I think 260 millimeters. And they have different strengths. So this is one is L console, so it's like this is the strongest one. You can see this on the size. This one is M console. It's already much smaller. And here on the wall we have also S console. Move it. Here's the S console. Is the smallest one. The difference between the consoles is the strength. So we have for all our, or most of our facade systems, two ways of fixing with fixed point and sliding points. And this is the reason, for example, this strong console will be used only for fixing points. And this one can be used for sliding and fixed points, and the smallest console S will be used only for fixing points. What is the difference? What does it mean? Fixing point, sliding point. You can see here on the back side of the console, or maybe from this side also you can see it. There are two types of holes, yeah, round hole and a slotted hole. So round hole is used for fixing points, yeah, and slotted hole is using for was it floating, yeah, connection. The idea is that if you screw the facade rail into this point, the rail can extend and shrink, yeah. So providing this thermal extension. Yeah. So here we can see the console, yeah, how it's fastened, yeah, with a screw. The facade rail has our usual K2 channel here, and this long shaft, I would say. So first you install your console, yeah, and then you just click it in the facade rail, yeah, and now you have to screw it in fixing in round holes or in slotted holes, so fixed point or sliding point. This console will be installed with a dowel, like this one. We have different dowels for different walls, so you will need, you will need to pay attention to which dowel you need, but you will get from us at the moment bill of material where the right dowel will be stated. So, next steps. How to install the insertion rail. For installation of insertion rail, we use these cross connectors. We have them in two colors, silver and black. Silver and black. What's important about these cross connectors? Here it is, or maybe I will show you silver one, so you can see it better. Yeah, the size of the hole is different here. The other side is longer, shorter. What's also important is K2 logo. Yeah, on the other side here. So you always install these cross connectors with K2 logo on the top. Yeah. Like here, yeah, you will see here our K2 logo on the top. Like, yeah. Why? Because insertion rail, the name insertion rail is not only why the module will be inserted into the rail, but also insertion rail will be inserted in this cross connector. Yeah. So it's going, yeah, maybe first to say is correct direction of the insertion rail, yeah, with this longer shaft to the bottom. Yeah. It will be inserted into this cross connector. Yeah. So how we solve the issue that the rail can go up and fall out? We use for it very simple solution is our spring plug. It will be installed inside of the cross connector. This way. Now you will see that the spring plug is taking the space. Now insertion rail cannot fall out. What are the further components we use in our facade systems? This anti-slip clip. It's a simple solution, just screwed into the rail. So the idea is that this clip prevents the system with cross connectors from sliding down. Some further components is our end stop. Yeah. End stop is installed here. Yeah. The end of the insertion rail. Yeah, just screwed in. Yeah. The purpose of this end stop is that the model is not able now to fall out. Yeah, sorry for this sound. You see, now it's stopping the model from falling out. Yeah, maybe I can show it again. Yeah, here is it. Exactly. So what else we have? We have also our fix stops. Exactly. Yeah. Sorry, forget for a moment the name of these components. What's the purpose of these fix stops? As I already showed you, our spring plug prevents the rail from going upside, and these fix stops prevent the rail to go to the left or to the right. If you have only one insertion rail, you use only 2 fix stops. If you have a longer model field where you have to use 2 insertion rails or more, you will need 4 fix stops. You will install 2 of them in the middle, and one on left side and another one on the right side. So what is important? Yeah, talking about connecting our insertion rails, we use this connector. It's a very simple install. Maybe I can show it here. Yeah, just insert it into the insertion rail, so you don't have to screw it. Just insert it, and on the other side, insert another insertion rail. Yeah. Now, so you will see that here like is very small distance between the insertion rails. The distance is there to let water to come out of the rail. Yeah, regarding insertion rails, we have them too into colors, surely. Yeah, silver and black. The insertion rails for facade systems we have now only for 2 model frame heights, for 30 millimeters and for 40 millimeters. So if you have a module with 35 millimeters, I would recommend you to use another one with 30 or with 40 millimeters frame height. And the last component we use in our facade systems is our module safety. Maybe I can show it first somehow, not on my t-shirt. Exactly, yeah. It's very simple, such a T profile, yeah. But as idea, yeah, because we inserted the model, means it can also go up and down to prevent it, yeah, to prevent the sounds and the model from falling out. You just insert the model safety, and now your model is not able to go outside the insertion rail. So I believe it's okay. One more component, the last one, exactly. This was the previous wasn't the last one. Yeah, one more component. Only which have no static or I don't know physical purpose. It's only for a better looking system. Yeah, because you will have here on the bottom always open space, so you can close it with our cover. Yeah, the cover is such a simple part. How to install it? You move it in to the rail. Just click it inside. Now you will see it's completely like closed. This cover we also have in 2 colors, silver and black. So if you have black models, all black models, you will get completely black system. So everything will be black except of FacadeRail or PerfoRail. So as next, I want to show you a sample calculation which you will get from us if we will calculate something for you. Or maybe I will answer a question. before it, someone is asking when the facade systems will be available in Key2Base. So we expect the systems, facade systems, all 4 facade systems in Key2Base, I would say the end of May or maybe in June. It's our actual knowledge, our current knowledge. So let me show you this report we create in our tool. So the beginning of the report is quite the same as you have for our flat roofs or pitch roof solutions. Maybe I will do it a bit bigger for you. Yeah. Here you will see the system, module quantity, output of the system, some further values. Yeah. Most important, the project is verified, so you can install it. Here is very important that on each facade wall you will have different areas. ABA here, because in the H areas of facade there are higher loads, higher wind loads. So usually you will have to install there more rails, or I would say rails in closer distance to each other. Probably we will see it here as well. Yeah, you will see here the size of these areas. Yeah, ABA areas. If you have a higher roof, or for example a bigger building, these areas can be also be bigger or smaller. So here we go. Our fastener spacing. You will see that in the A area, so the area where wind loads are higher, you will have a smaller distance between the fasteners, between the rails. But in the B area, the distances are higher. And this also is also relevant for cantilever. Yeah, in A area is smaller than in B area. Here we have our model field. Here is already important. You will see here our fixed points and sliding points. Yeah, with a circle and a quadrant. So here you will see our sliding points. Here in the middle, it's fixing points. Yeah, it's only important how to in which holes, I would say, to screw our FacadeRail in this case. Yeah, and here you will see also all the distances. Yeah, distance A, B, C, and D. Yeah, so it's the distance how to install the consoles. Yeah, and here you will find explanation what does distances mean and what is distance exactly. The next page you will find how to cut facade rails. AB. The rail, the complete facade rail is 4 meters long, but usually you will have to cut it. Here's, for example, A is a longer one. Yeah, you will need here 3.5 meters. B is a shorter one. You will need here 1.3 meters. Yeah, because this model field is bigger than 4 meters. Therefore, you will need here everywhere 2 rails or 2 rail pieces. And the next page is the same cutting plan for our insertion rail. See here two lengths, A and B, and here in the middle is our connector. And here are the lengths, both A and B, and also quantity. So next pages are statical calculations. So you will find here loads on models, loads on upper rail, base rail, and also fasteners. Load of fasteners are here. Yeah. You will also find our wall areas, with calculation of the wind pressure in these areas. Okay, here also some loads on our components. Once again, and in the end you will get the bill of material. Yeah, it's not rounded to sales units, so maybe you will have to do it if you're ordering from us. We sell all in sales units. If you're ordering from our distributor, they will be able to provide you exact quantity. So let's proceed with PerfoRail system. I will show you right away the components. Let me remove everything I don't need. So as I said at the beginning, the main difference is fastening method. So here we use riser screws. Yeah, we have them also in different lengths from 190 till 300 millimeters, I believe. Why as the different lengths? Because we install this PerfoRail on already insulated facade, so you will have to screw or to drill, yeah, through insulation, install the screws into the wall. Maybe at this point I will show you our model. Just imagine that this wooden block is your wall. So you have to drill through it to install the dowels. To install these dowels, this part, this plastic part, and then you screw it inside. Here we also have fixing points and sliding points. Here you will see that for fixing points we install the screw perpendicular to the wall, and next one 15 degree to the wall, and sliding point we install both screws with 15 degree to the wall. Yeah, here on the top we install the upper screw 90 degree, and here on the bottom the last screw also with 90 degree. And in the middle you will always have this sliding points with 15 degree. How can you drill your wall, your insulation with exact this value with 15 degree? We use such, I don't know how to call it in English, such a component. Let me remove it. And here you will have 90 degree hole. You can just drill through it. And here on the top is 15 degree hole. You will see that it's a bit elevated. You just put it inside the rail. And you just drill through this component. Through the rail. Meeting the hole of the multi-rail for sure. Through the insulation into the wall. And as you can see here on our sample, the screw is not falling through the rail, because you also will need to screw it in. Here's a thread on the screw. You will need to screw it in. In this way, you will fix the rail, so it will not be able to go up and down on the screw. It will be screwed here. What's important to say that this PerfoRail you can install on insulated facade, because you can screw through the insulation and install the screws. Regarding water safety, water tightness, you will have to solve it on site. You will have to buy something to close the hole, to keep the insulation watertight. But the consoles we recommend only to install before insulation, or if there is no insulation at all and no insulation is planned. What is the reason? Is because of this big size of the console here on the bottom. You will need to create a great hole in your insulation, and then it's surely very difficult to close this hole. and keep it watertight and keep it and keep the wall insulated. So all remaining components for these systems are the same. For the system for PerfoRail, you install here our cross connector with our MK2 nuts as usual. Just turn them in. Install your cross connector. Don't forget our K2 logo is on the top of your cross connector. Don't forget it. Exactly. And then you install the insertion rail. And all further components are the same, including this anti-slip clip. You will see that it's also fitting on this rail as well. Just to screw it in. It's one screw. So I believe that's all regarding PerfoRail. Maybe let me check if we have any questions. So no questions are there. So maybe let me proceed with sample calculation or sample report. Our PerfoRail is quite similar to the one with FacadeRail. This is the same starting pages. Here's some information regarding the system. Very important, our ABA areas are always there for all our facade systems. And here you will see that we have also different distances between fasteners in A zone and in B zone, in bin zones of our facade, and also different cantilever. Okay, module array is not so important for us. Here you will see the fasteners. Sorry. Still have Hilti here. Oh yeah. Sorry. It's a wrong report. Oh yeah. Didn't adjust it. But okay, the report for PerfoRail will be quite the same. But here, where you have fixed connection, you will need to install the screws as I explained to you. One perpendicular to the wall, and another one is 15 degrees to the wall. And where you have sliding holes, you will need to install 2 screws with 15 degree. And the rest of the report will be quite the same as well. You will find here 2 different sizes of the rail, because you will need to cut it as well. Let me check. The size of the PerfoRail you can find here in product catalog is 4.20 m. So in this case, you would also have to cut it. You will need to create a longer one rail and a shorter one to fasten our insertion rails. And here you will get again the cutting plan for insertion rail with a cross connector in the middle of it. And all remaining reports will be quite the same, with loads on basic rail, with loads on upper rail, with loads on the fastener and on the models, and with a static calculation of the project. And at the end you will also get bill of material, this one. But only with PerfoRail and with these screws. So we still have a lot of time. We have no questions, so maybe let me show you some important points regarding our checklist, or maybe most important point here. So as I said, we use our Hilti consoles or our FacadeRail for facades with no insulation, or where insulation is planned. So it's very important here that you fill all these boxes correctly, because it's very important for us. We will need to calculate for you the systems. We'll need to select a correct system for you. Here you will also need to put in insulation thickness. It's very important because of the different screws lengths and different console lengths. Maybe I can show it you here in our product catalog. So here are our screws, yeah, and you can see here complete different lengths from 190 till 370 millimeters. We will have the same for our facade rail. This is our console. This is M console. Yeah. Also, we have S and L consoles. Yeah. M consoles will also have different lengths from 80 till 300 millimeters. These screws are longer, yeah, starting with 190 millimeters because big part of the screw will be inside your wall. This is the reason, and consoles will be attached to your wall, so you will, so you don't need to create here a longer distance because it's on the wall. Yeah, where was it about checklist? What was checklist here? Another important point here, you will see that you can just click in concrete wall if you have a concrete wall, because the concrete values are always the same, yeah, because it's C20 and C25 is already showing us okay, bigger. This C20 or C25 is already showing us the quality of the concrete, so we can calculate fastness right away. If you have something different, for example, solid bricks, solid sand lime bricks, we will need this pull-out value. Usually, you can find it in the datasheet of the brick itself, or you can also, involve external structural engineer to do these tests on your bricks, on your wall, and having this pull-out value, we will be also able to calculate for you the project. What else? Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Another important point is module installation. So we have two options as usual: landscape and portrait. For our insertion rail, it's not important how you install your models, but in case of PerfoRail and FacadeRail, we say that the models installed portrait must be not bigger than 1 meter. 1 meter. Wait a moment. 820 millimeters. So if you have a bigger model than this, longer model than this, you will need to install it landscape only. Yeah. The reason is surely loads on the model. Yeah, if you clamp it or hold it only on the top and on the bottom of the models, the model experience very high wind loads. Yeah, and we would like to avoid it. What else can we show or explain you? Since we have a lot of time, okay, maybe I will answer another question. So someone is asking what can be the reason KKK2 refuse the project, or yeah, exactly. K2 refuse to calculate a project. There could be several reasons. First of all, the project can be very small, too small for us. For example, only six models. So we say that we always calculate projects above 30 kilowatts. If it's smaller, yeah, we will calculate it for you. For example, I will calculate it for you, but not all my colleagues, because it's like our rule. Yeah, above 30 kilowatts we calculate it. Less than this, we don't do it. The idea behind it, it's if it's very small project with 6 models, if you have some experience installing any system, if you are a professional, so you will be able to install these 6 models without our help. So you will just need to select a dowel, use our rail, or for example our simple rails like basic rail, and just screw it into your wall. Another reason could be that, for example, you have how could I say it? Not a solid brick, but for example, whole brick. The whole bricks cannot hold almost any loads. So if you will calculate it, so probably the distance between the rails, between the fasteners will be so small that we will be not able to install it. Yeah. On this point, I want to show you something important in the checklist. Not the checklist, but in the datasheet of our system. So the idea of our systems, most of our facade systems, that you have the fasteners always underneath of a cross connector. So we cannot calculate additional fasteners somewhere in the middle of the rail. So if you have a bad material of the wall, we will need just to put the rails, yeah, here are the rails, facade rails, for example, yeah, closer to each other, yeah. And this makes for sure your system very expensive, yeah. So sometimes it's just not not logical, not economical to install such a system. Also possible that if your project was declined in the past, that at the moment we didn't have the solution with PerfoRail, so it's a moment we wasn't able to calculate insulated facades, or we said always like, okay, you can try to install this console on your insulated wall, but it's very difficult, very complicated, and probably you will not be able to do it. So just wait for this solution to come, yeah, and we will calculate it for you. So because this solution PerfoRail is here online, I believe, since 2 weeks. Yeah, and before it wasn't able for us to calculate it, and it wasn't able for us to present this solution to you. So we have no further questions. Maybe someone wants to ask a question live with your voice. If so, just raise your hand and we will put you on microphone. Yeah, if not, what else can we show? Yeah, if you have no further questions, I'm already done with everything I wanted to show you today, to present you today. Please fill this feedback questionnaire you can see right now. Yeah, and if you have any further questions regarding our systems, contact us or our office in your country. Thank you for your attention, for attending this webinar. Our next webinar will be in 3 weeks. Yeah, in 3 weeks, and it will be about what? 12th of March, and the topic will be flat roof mounting. I think it will also be like a beginner webinar. So it will be explained all our systems for flat roof, all our simple systems for flat roof, surely like usual with K2 base, and explanation how to design it in our K2 base software. So thank you again for your attention, and yeah. Hand sign. Oh, Anthony. Yeah. No hand sign from Anthony. Okay. So yeah, thank you for watching us. Yeah, we will be glad to see you in 3 weeks. Take care and goodbye.